Welcome back, rail fanners, and this must be for 125 row scale video 125, and 125 means that we will be suggesting that we're going to be inside for the British Columbia. It's not inside for out here. We're inside of Europe, and it's absolutely, I just didn't say from the slot 1 to continue, but we eventually just continue right there, and today and we're gonna be checking out for the class 125. This must be for some kind of this is recently. So I'm just gonna be turning on the camera mode, and as you can see, this must be for the Intercity 125. And what absolutely in the missing word is pretty not intentionally to do like this one. But the first thing is we're gonna be pulling our service for a high speed nationale for just only one thing. For looks like there must be a four kinds of these coaches, four first classes, and two luggage lunchrooms. What this is not a lunchroom as well. And as you can see around for the plot controls at the lobby, and putting around for the HST 125, the Buffett coach, first class coach as well, the HST standard coach as well. So we have a 4 to 8 coaches front and back, four first classes, and a luggage we have there. And finally, we're in the back. There must be a torn up amount of backup power train to run to this only well. So before we're gonna begin of this one, the passengers have been aboard the train as the train will leave against the high speeds. As well, that before we're gonna be moving on, as we turn on the lights and say it louder. Thus, the train is probably the same horn as the EMD like these ones, so before that wasn't gonna be pretty quick. I have to make it this far and hear the horn like this someday. Pretty well. This is some kind of a random horn, but the first thing, without hitting any bells for something. So the next video will be the VIA rail. Should be headed all the way down to Canberra for free. After port, the a little bit one stuff. That must be the port of the Crown Republic to go around for this only one thing. So from Port the Crown Republic to even to the international stations, the VIA rail that will be set around for this day. So this train should be gonna be as lighter as possible, and it's more than ever, not even like actually Indian Railways, but the train is on our way to go somewhere. So that the last thing we need to do, we said the train is gonna be heading around for departure. The arrivals will be at Camp Everfree. The departure of Camp Everfree that we did here for the last time. But 126 row scale video should be the VIA rail. And the train is gonna be continue to go, and it's gonna be making our way to its first stop. So it's not gonna be for a, such as first stop, but like I say, there must be a luggage over here in the LRC coaches. The first class coaches is absolutely literally on the block. As you can see, the train is gonna be speeding a little bit fast, as put out for 50% per throttle as the train continues to roll on. And that does means it absolutely leaves anything as well. So the train should be gonna be a max throttle. So how many horsepowers that we have here? So it got 12,500 horsepower. So in row scale Sandbox, that should be putting amount of horsepowers into a major mistake as well. So the train is gonna be pulling a little bit faster, or that means it's gonna be pulling most likely it boosts in the back, and that should mean here the train is literally speeding up to 100%, and the stations had been removed and a little bit the last amount of here. So I'm gonna be jumping all the way up into the bridge. I hope that I do not smash the train. 125 Intercity 125 as well. So as we're gonna be going up here, as I do not able to get fallen down against using by the a camera right here as well. So as the train will be heading down into the canyons, and this is not a wilderness. Canyons is over here. I just jump and fall over here. As the train is gonna be flying up into the bridge, into the right side of the rails. As you can see, the train is gonna be climbing up speed and max throttle. But there's only one thing to do. It's not left without I able to say. I'm gonna be going up. As you can see, the train is gonna be passing throughout for this day. I think it's gonna be on high speed rage. This looks like it's almost been in Indian Railways, and that must be the rest of this. It's not an EMU. Must be the class 125 or Intercity 125 as well. So the HST locomotive is speeding our way to 26 of top speed of 26 miles per hour, and it does gonna be making all the way really fast as even possible as to do so. As pretty much sure as the Indian Railways does not pretty exist. I mean, this is British Rail. Before I made a complete halt of this train, it goes too fast, but meantime, that the train does not gonna be going very well, as not even possible as well. I should be able to go reverse, as the train will come into a complete stop. That doesn't matter. That should be able to go once again. So as the train is completely gonna be going to stop, it's on a halt as the train is continuing to speed along. I don't think we're able to pass about for this thing. So it looks like the train is even about to continue to go as the kids saw that train, the Intercity 125, it just eventually completely went down and all the way down here. As the kids say, oh, that must be an Intercity 125 British Rail. And this is going to be going on past, and it never stops all the way. So let's gonna be into the Camp Everfree area, as we're gonna be going all the way up into the cliffs, and right here and right up in here to the front straight speed, all the way up into the top as we even possible. So that you remember, this is the layout that I just absolutely made from, and especially without any assets onto this map, because due to exactly how whatever it won't be able to possibly to do so, as the train continues to speed up, and top speed is 26 miles per hour. Over 100 miles per hour with this train should be able to last longer. Might able to get subsequences to do so as well, and safely around to stop the train as the train continues to roll on, and many of these cells, and continues to accelerate, and it's absolutely pretty close to one of our cells to complete stop the train, and it does not gonna be work as I forget to stop the train before this isn't absolutely to do so as well. So the train will be stopped overhead, and let's gonna be decreasing down to 25%, and before the train is gonna be about to slow down, and most likely the train is gonna be coming overhead and around for here. So as the train is completely able to slow down, it starts to slow down correctly. I don't think the train is absolutely still speeding himself in around for a temporary weeks of. I didn't make it around for this video, so I'm sorry for this video in about for 4 days. And after the last day has been halted around for this, but today in June 4th, we're gonna be making some more row scale videos in row scale Sandbox around for this day. I think the train is about too fast. Let's gonna be hit to 0. I don't think the train is pretty too fast at all. And the train cruises about for 5 to 10% per throttle. And unlikely the train has been arrived at this station. Let's gonna be pull around for the reverse button. As the train pulls out for 126. I think we need to pull around for the emergency brakes as well. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be using for this one. This should save the train. And I'm gonna be for deceleration into 1. And before the train is about to stop, I think the train is completely stopped, and there was nothing to be for like as well. So I finally set about to stop the train. Release logo is about for this one thing. So looks like there must be only one thing as well. So I should be able to release logo as well. So, but fairly, we have been arrived, and looks like every passengers has been in the car for just a little bit for this one. And it finally disembarked the train, and anybody is leaving the train around for here something. So let's gonna be pushing around for this forward and complete stopped as well. As you can see, the train about for these coaches have completely stopped, and looks like that was absolutely pretty necessary to push it around for these coaches to cause a derailment. And what did happen that we able to get last time ago? So we forgot to stop the train, and it's absolutely too fast and not really good for a safe distance to stop a train. So next time we'll be about to do this again. So we're pretty sorry for that. The meantime, inside of the Everfree forest, it will be the end of the video sometimes, and that is all that we guess. So if you like for today's video in a 125 row scale video, leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. And don't forget, this game is linked in the description below. You can create something like British lines, whatever you do, to do like British as well, instead of Asian stuff as commuter rails from Japan as even possible. So this is Triple Concept signing off, and thanks for watching.